Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing wills and probate in Thailand and things like pensions, people's Social Security, for example, most notably the death benefit associated with Social Security here in Thailand. I thought of making this video after reading, and when I say Social Security, I mean U.S. Social Security. I'm going to kind of do this video from kind of an American angle, so take it for what it's worth. Could be useful for expats of other stripes, but I'm going to kind of do this from the American perspective. Quoting directly, I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Pattaya Mail, that's pattayamail.com. Article is titled, Foreigners in Thai Law, the Changing Pattaya Scenario. Quoting directly, much has changed over the past 20, I think they meant 20 or 30 years. It says 30 or 20 years, but okay. Either way, same but different. Much has changed over the past 30 or 20 years. Many of the Western expats who retired here in the past and married Thai women have now died. Thus, we are much more focused these days on wills, probate, and overseas pension entitlement, if any, for the widows. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of estate planning going on. Look, the fact of the matter is the demography here amongst the expat community is shifting. And quite honestly, it's shifting rather radically, rather quickly, actually. The odd thing for somebody in my position, so I'm a little over 40, and I've lived out here for 17 years. I'm kind of an atypical, just generally, because I've sort of been here as long as I have, and I started off as young as I did. That's not unheard of. There's other folks that are in similar circumstances to me. But what is sort of interesting, where I feel like the odd man out a lot, is demographically, there's not a ton of people in my age group. I find myself, I'm either the oldest guy in most rooms or I'm the youngest guy in most rooms that I find myself in. Because I oftentimes, when I first got out here, I hung out with all old hands. I mean, literally, really, guys that went all the way back. I knew people that went all the way back to pre-Vietnam. Now, most of them have shuffled off this mortal coil at this point, but the demographics are changing. We're seeing a lot of younger folks coming in, but we are dealing with a lot of what is sometimes colloquially referred to as probate. That is actually a term from the common law vernacular. The Thais use a term which is more akin to the term succession. Okay, different words for, I won't say the same thing because the processes are different. And bear in mind, I am an American attorney. I'm not a Thai attorney, so I'm looking at this sort of from an outsider's comparative law perspective. But yeah, fundamentally, it's about, is my stuff going to go to the people I want it to go to in the event of my passing? I've drafted up a will to that effect. We need to process it through the court system. So yeah, in the common law vernacular, that is called probate. Here it's called succession. We're seeing a lot of those cases too. And quite honestly, I think it's a byproduct, sort of the upshot, if you will, of just the demographic situation we're seeing on the ground here in the Kingdom of Thailand.